They can't hear us. Hi again, guys. I'm so sorry. How unprofessional is that, babe? I
What you
forgot to.
didn't?
Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm
Are you
so
did you
sorry.
forget to unmute
I
again?
did. I did. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my
But we
goodness!
get to do it again. So for the people that's just coming in.
Oh
So
Lord,
happy Sunday,
what
everyone.
kind of technician are you?
I don't know. I'm working on it.
You
I'm
working
working
on
on
it? You
it.
supposed to have that on point
But
already.
we have a. But thank you, Frederica, for letting us know that she couldn't hear us. Thank you so much.
Oh my, we're just talking away,
So
and
sorry.
nobody can hear us.
Well, we're going to start over today.
Oh, good afternoon, Oh,
Good
good
afternoon.
evening.
Well, yeah, good
Good
afternoon.
day. How about
Good
that?
day.
Good
Yeah,
day.
good day.
It's loud.
I know because you have on inner ear, so it's going to be
Oh,
loud, but I need to hear.
okay, no problem.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I switched to the headphones. Those headphones be hurting my ears after a while.
But yeah, as I said earlier, we have a real special guest today. Her name is Shantelle Diaz. I think I said her name properly, but she's a real sweet person. I met her in London at church and we just connected from there. And I asked her to come on and she's just a blessing. Y'all get a chance to meet her soon. But as I said again, Pedro, how was your week?
My week was great. Enjoying the countryside, seeing the beauty of the world, of the UK,
Mm-hmm.
from Scotland to it's I can never say that word right, or
Yeah.
Colchester. Let's go that way. Yeah, Essex. Been both sides of the country this past few days.
Right.
So it's good to be home and enjoyed the time going out today with the family, going to the
Right.
cold park.
We was like, look,
Cold and
15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes at the park, and we
15,
got
and
to be
that's
out.
it.
It's
We
cold.
like you guys are crazy because they'll be still out there if we let them.
Yeah, they don't
Man,
care.
I'm like,
They don't care nothing about the cold weather.
yeah, I'm
They
like,
just want to play and swing
nah,
and run.
nah, it's too cold. Time to go in. So, I mean, Sky's heads was like white. They wasn't even brown. They was like turning pale. So
I'm gonna hit the live button on IG for the people can go on there.
yeah, I was gonna say. So yeah, that was definitely the thing. But we still had a good time. So it was good. And just get out there and spend some time together, spend some time at home,
Right.
rest and peace and quiet. So I
Yeah,
definitely enjoyed myself today.
definitely. We had a good day. It's
Yeah,
always good to spend time together as a family and to make time for your children because as they get older, hopefully they'll make time for you. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank everybody for joining us on the different platforms that we have,
Yeah.
Facebook and YouTube, and now Instagram. We're trying Instagram for the second week in a row.
That's right. Chanel, if you can hit the
Hopefully,
join button on the IG
hopefully,
and then
yeah,
it'll ask to join the live on IG. But yeah, we just trying to get this all together, guys.
yeah. So we just want to say thank everybody for joining
Thank
us.
you so much for joining us.
Thank Josephine. We see you.
Hi to everyone.
Hey. Yeah, and Farika. What's
Mhm.
that?
And
How
we
you
have
doing? So
Suzette Thompson that came on. She said she could see our mouths, but she couldn't hear us.
that's
So
because you didn't turn the mute off.
yeah,
Right, there she go.
yeah.
Oh, right. But she has to click to
I,
join.
right. You know what? I'm gonna send her an invite.
Yeah. So I hope everybody had a good weekend or a good week. And as we get ready for the new week, hopefully we will what's the word? Just have a good week. I do want to say, there's people out there in this world that are suffering from the loss of things, and we just need to pray for our fellow men and women out there. And because you never know what somebody else is going through, the loss they may have.
Definitely.
So I just want to just say that and put that out there.
Right.
That when you guys go to bed tonight, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for the things that God has blessed you with. Even if you
Definitely.
don't think you have everything that you want,
Mm-hmm.
know that there's somebody out there worse than you. Somebody out there has lost something or lost someone
Right.
that you have right now. So let's, just give thanks and give
Mm-hmm.
praise to God for the things He has given us,
Mm-hmm.
and just be thankful.
And don't take life
No
for
matter what,
granted.
don't take life for granted, because
Yeah.
tomorrow's not promised to us.
Definitely.
So I just wanted to throw that little disclaimer in
Yeah.
before we start. And she's not able to join.
No. That's probably something else I sent her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just wanted to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Otherwise, with that, the weekend has been good. The week has been eventful.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It was good. I was just glad to make it through the week. And now that we're here and I'm grateful. I'm
Okay,
grateful.
that ain't nothing. That's like, I mean, what did you do? Like, was your week? Did it?
Well,
I know the week went
right.
fast.
It did. I just been doing the podcast. Get my. I have a pop in devotions that I do every single day for 10 minutes that I have on Spotify and all platforms, all audio platforms. Make that
That's why I
clear.
said no YouTube.
No YouTube or anything, but strictly audio podcast that I'm doing. And if you want to listen to my 10-minute podcast, you can always look me up at Tyra Goddard 10-minute um pop and devotions. You can listen to on Spotify. I what I heart
I heart.
radio. Yeah, I
You
heart
can't get
radio.
spit it out
I
already, woman.
know
Spit
it's
it out.
crazy. And Apple iPod. Anyway, it's just so much. It's too much. But I'll make sure I put some names up for you guys to see.
Mm.
So it'll all work out.
All right. Yeah, I get to enjoy it when I'm driving on the road. I can listen to my wife talk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What you like best about my 10-minute pop in devotions?
That is quick. Nah, because sometimes you want to run and you don't need nothing that's like 30 minutes. You just need something, a nice little tidbit to just get you through the day, make you think. I can sit there after listening to it and I'm like, okay.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, all right, so yeah, that does make me think. So it's just making you think.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so glad God moved me to do it because at one point I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the pop in devotions, and now it's really helping me build my relationship with God even closer each day. So as I was doing that, my goal is to reach for other people to be able to reach God as well. So that's why I chose to do the 10-minute pop in devotion. So
All right. So
yeah,
yeah.
so I'm happy about that.
All right. Since we got all the pleasantries out the
We
way
got all the pleasantries
and
out the
things, now
way.
we can go to our special guest.
That's right. You may have her
I'm not
come.
even going to try to say her name because I will screw it up. Because I am bad at names.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hear feedback.
What about now?
I think it's on her end or
Right.
is our end.
Is
Mute
it
her.
my end?
It's better now.
Yeah.
Is that better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Mhm.
I just had to turn it down. So here, guys, this is Miss Shantelle Diaz,
Hi, everybody.
and she's here with us today. I'm so happy to have her with us.
Turn down our volume.
Okay, that may be better now.
No, it's not. Can you mute it? Sorry, guys, we're just going through a little.
Okay, what about now?
Can you hear us on Instagram, Chantel?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
All right.
Oh, great.
I think
Okay,
that's the way it go. Okay.
yeah. All right, so we have Miss Shantelle Diaz with us, guys. She's based in London. So Shantelle, could you tell everyone where you're from and everything?
Hi, well, thank you, first of all, for having me on your show, and congratulations. It's a
Thank
beautiful
you.
ministry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm based in London, and what do you want to know? How it all started? And
Yeah. Could you tell us how you got started? Are you from London?
yeah,
What
I was
made you get to
born
the
in.
point of opening up? Is it? I can never say right.
I vegan it.
I vegan it. There we go.
Okay, well, iVeganIT happened by chance. It wasn't planned, wasn't part of a business story or anything like that.
Right.
It happened in COVID 2019
Okay.
and the great lockdown. So we was all locked down. We couldn't go anywhere, and so I started cooking and cooking and more cooking.
Right.
And I posted a plant-based vegan saltish fritters. So I call them saltish, not fish
Right.
fritters. And that was on YouTube. I began on YouTube,
Right.
and it just exploded. People started messaging me to say, "Well, how do you make saltish fritters? could you send the recipe? Not heard of that
Wow.
before. And because of the response, I decided to post
Right.
recipes and how to make things on YouTube. And that's where it began in 2019, sort of
Wow.
May 2019, in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing how God with some people
Mm,
think the pandemic is the worst thing, but it also helped people to start, different businesses and just
yeah.
make them start new journeys in their lives. So you feel
Yeah.
like how's that journey been so far for you?
It's been evolving. It's very organic.
Mhm.
It's been a blessing because it's helped so much people change their diets.
Right.
Not only have I had requests for diet planning and meal preps and advice,
Right.
but people with diabetes. I mean,
Right.
that's what inspired me.
Mhm.
So in 2000 and I think it was 18, I was
Mhm.
struck down with diabetes.
Mhm.
And that was weird because I'm really into health. I was in the gym. I started to take these shakes.
Right.
And by taking the shakes, it developed diabetes in me because the shakes was very high in sugar.
Right. Right.
And so I collapsed. I lost my vision. And I was disabled for about 3 days. I was admitted into hospital because
Right.
they thought I had diabetes type 1 because that's severe.
Right.
Anyway, it transpires that I had diabetes type 2. And I said to the doctors and nurses, okay, give me 3 months and I'm going to get rid of it. So
Right.
I looked into diet, I looked into food, and then the pandemic came and I started to cook all these experimental dishes that
Right.
were good looking, that could look like meat,
Right.
but
Right.
were plant based. And that's when I posted my first iVeganIT fritter. And then
Right.
it took off from there. I started to design and make different dishes and experiment.
Right.
And it just exploded. And 3 months later, my diabetes, I went back to the clinic and it went. They were
Wow.
shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, they were saying, what did you do? How did you do it? What's happening? We're going to sign you off. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
If you just make that one simple change in your life.
Change, just dietary change, exercise, positive
Right.
mental attitude, and they said if it spikes a little bit, because they say once you got diabetes, it can come back, or if
Right.
I eat foods that are, high in certain things that will spike it, they say
Right.
take tablets. But I want to give God thanks really because, from that point till now, I've not had any problems,
Wow, that's a
so I just want to
blessing.
give, it certainly is a blessing.
You definitely don't look like what you've been through.
Well,
Turn it
yeah.
off. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry with your little technical difficulties. Okay. Um. Yeah, that is true. I think a lot of times people think when they have diabetes or something that they need to take the pills, but if you change your diet,
Mm.
it can actually um help you to get rid of the
Mm.
diabetes. Because I know my mother they wanted her to take a pill and she just changed she went vegetarian actually,
Right.
and in a couple of months she didn't have it anymore. It was at a point of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like you, it was at a point of like she didn't need the pills anymore.
No,
So
I was on insulin. I was
mm,
on metformin. I was told that I'd have this for life and all sorts. And I said, no, I've made a decision not to have this for life. And I'm
Right.
making a decision to get rid of it. So it's the positive mental attitude and then it's doing something about it, you
Right.
know?
so
Yeah, and I
before you
think
start, go
mhm.
ahead, go ahead.
I would say many diseases come from what we eat, you
Hmm.
know?
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
because most traditionally Caribbean families have been raised on meat, and carbs, meat and
Right.
carbs, I wanted to vegan meat dishes. And that's where the name came from. I can vegan it. So I
Right.
vegan it. And
Right.
that's where the name came. And so I would look at chicken and I'd look at lamb and fish and all these other dishes. And I said, right, I'm going to vegan that up and see what comes up.
Oh, wow.
So
So
that's how
you
it happened.
so before you started iVegan it, you ate regular meat or you did eat?
No, I used to eat chicken and fish. I
Okay.
didn't eat red meat and I don't eat dairy. And so my diet was reasonably good. So I
Mhm.
was quite surprised that I got diabetes. But when I look back, I was drinking the shakes as if it was water because I
Mm.
wanted to build and tone, and I thought, okay, let me
Mhm.
add the shakes, not
Mhm.
realizing that the shakes had such a high sugar content. And
Oh
it
wow.
just, and that's what destroyed my body's natural ability to make insulin because I was destroying it with these
Right.
bodybuilding shakes, which are supposed to
Right.
be healthy, but they're not. You
Wow.
know,
They're full of sugar and everything, isn't it?
full of sugar, full of all sorts.
Chanel, if you
Yeah.
don't mind your IG, could you turn the volume down a bit on your IG? I think that's what it is.
Okay, so I'll move it away as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
I can just.
That's the power of live Instagram,
I
is
know.
getting that part down.
I guess we're gonna have to probably not do Instagram at some point.
Until we figure
Okay,
it out.
is
Yeah.
that better?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
much better.
that's
Yeah.
much better. Yeah.
Okay,
But
excellent.
wow, it's just amazing how you made a lifestyle change. Because that's all
Yeah,
it takes.
yeah, it
Wow.
was a lifestyle change. And then iVegan was born organically,
Mhm.
I say, because when I was posting on YouTube,
Mhm.
I wasn't offering any services. I was just enjoying posting the foods that we were going to eat later.
Right.
And it got to the point where the requests were made for diet sheets. I've got cancer, I've got diabetes, I've got high blood
Wow.
pressure, I've got colitis, I've got skin
Right.
conditions. Do you have anything that I can eat that will help these
Wow.
conditions? And that's when I started to research and create these dishes. And
Wow.
so I opened Instagram probably 7 months later into the
Mhm.
journey,
Mhm.
and that's where the orders began. So I was
Wow.
posting things that I was making. So I would make chicken wings. We're all vegan when I say chicken wings.
Wow.
Fish fish dishes,
Right.
lamb pepper steak. Ackee and saltfish, but we call it
Right.
ackee mixed
Right.
special.
Mhm.
Gluten-free fried dumplings and all sorts. It just exploded into all of these dishes. And I'm the type of person that when I eat something, it has to look lovely. I look at
Right.
it and think, ooh, I can eat that. You know,
Yeah, definitely. You
and
don't
if I
wanna eat
see,
something that looks
you know,
like it don't sound good.
no, no, you don't want anything
Um,
splashed on your plate. So I started to the dishes that I make hopefully look designed. So
right.
you look at it and you think, wow, is that real? Or and so I'm trying to create good looking as well as tasty, very flavorsome dishes, and that's the theme, but also with
Right.
everything in it that helps people. So if you've got sugar problem, you can eat the food. If you've got high blood pressure, so there's
Right.
healing herbs and spices that I've resourced from all over the world, different
Right.
types of herbs that traditionally we wouldn't use in our seasonings. So I
Right.
incorporate that in the food so that as you're eating the food, it's also healing you and
Wow.
Okay.
replacing all of the stuff that's missing from our diets.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Wow.
Mm.
So
So it's true.
how can some people like that live not don't live in London, how can they get these foods from you? The
Well,
dinner.
that's the thing. At the moment, I do cater for London-based clients,
Mhm.
predominantly Southeast. It has grown into out of the Southeast, so I do get people from Northwest
Right.
London that do order the foods as well.
Mhm.
Um, and for a small extra cost, I deliver to them. So it's
Okay.
it's it's growing, and it's grown organically. So I'm just seeing where
Right.
God takes this ministry because it
Yeah.
is a ministry when
Right.
you're, teaching people how to cook, how to have a better lifestyle, how to
Right.
feel healthy. Because sometimes we
Right.
eat, we want to sleep straight away because the food's just done us in. When you
Right.
eat, you're supposed to be energized,
Right.
Can
full
we
of
put a pin in there
energy.
for just 1 minute? I'm sorry, 1 minute. Could you hit your Instagram? You went off for a minute, so I want you to get back going because they're asking. They're saying that you're gone. I think she sent you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Am
Just that
I
because of the
here?
Instagram, we got the people trying to watch.
Okay. I'm
Sending it to your
go
IV.
live. Okay. It's connecting. Yeah, it did jump out.
Right.
Yeah, it jumped out, so we want you to.
Oh yeah, I see.
I'm sorry
I'm
to stop you
connected.
mid sentence. I was
Fine.
just wanted them to.
Oh yeah,
Right.
people on
So
Instagram want to hear this good
it
stuff
is.
you're talking about.
Yeah. Is that better? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you fine. I'm just trying to get you connected on Instagram. I send you an invite
Oh
to your
wait.
iVeganIT
Um.
or to
I can
your.
see you guys live on. Okay.
We may have to just end the
Yeah, we may have to
Let
just
me.
end Instagram. Don't worry about the Instagram. Don't worry about that.
Let's just see
Yeah,
if it's my connection. Maybe
no,
the
no, it's not
connection
that.
on
No,
my
I'm gonna
end.
just end it. If you
Because we're
guys
having
want to go listen to the rest of this interview, you can just go on the other platforms, Facebook,
Okay.
Twitter,
It might go. It
and
might
go
go
on
back
there.
on Instagram now. Can you
on the
try
God
one
of
more
Peace.
time? I think
Okay.
it was my.
Yeah, because it's not what it is. It's too much feedback for some reason. So we got to work on that next time.
Yeah.
Just end it, babe.
Yeah. I'm
Just
gonna
end
just
it.
end it. Chanel, don't worry about
Oh,
it.
here it is. Okay, it's telling me the invitation.
Yeah.
No,
Here
no.
it
I'm
is.
gonna.
Oh,
We're
Okay.
okay.
here.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay. All right. So, okay, Lord, just make this work real good. All
Mhm.
right, Chanel. So, what could you go back to what you were saying just recently?
I was saying, I think I was talking about the various different types of herbs and spices that are
Right.
used.
Mm-hmm.
So what I try to do is resource and research all the different healing herbs and spices that people
Right.
use
Mm-hmm.
traditionally for healing skin. And so when I get those, I actually incorporate those in the cooking.
Right.
And so not only are you eating plant-based food, but you're also eating healing herbs and spices. So the
Mm-hmm.
whole theme of iVegan is to have delicious, tasting, good looking, healthy food for your body. Things that we're
Wow.
supposed to be eating, you
Definitely.
know? And
Wow.
also, I know some people have an issue with, well, I'm vegan, so why are you making your food look like meat? Uh,
Yeah.
you
Really.
know, but
Really?
I don't have an issue with it. I used to eat meat before.
Right.
What do
So,
they want it to look like?
well, they want it to look like beans and
And rice?
chickpeas
Yeah, like
and
what?
rice and potato and
And
vegetables,
wood?
which
Like bark?
which
Like a
still
tree
looks
or something?
beautiful.
Yeah, I love the way your food looks, and I really want to see now how it tastes
Yeah,
because your pictures are phenomenal,
thank you
and the
so
videos
much.
on TikTok. I'm like, wow, it makes you want to grab at your food.
Yeah, and that's the idea. You should
Right.
look at food. I think any food that you eat, it needs to have that pull that you want
Right.
to eat it. And the
Right.
nice thing is, if it's got that pull and it's good for you, then it's a
Mm-hmm.
win-win.
Definitely.
It
So
will eliminate. Mhm.
do you have a store in London, or do you do it out of your home, or how do
No,
you?
I do it all out of my home, and I'm certified. I had all the courses to make sure that I can cook from home and that I can provide a service for
Right.
anybody that wishes to purchase the food. But
Are
Wow.
you
yeah, I
in
do it
London,
all.
like are you in London, or are you like on the
Yeah,
outskirts?
yeah. I'm back. I'm based physically in Southeast London.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means if
So.
I want to come get some food, I gotta pay the 12.50 for the easy to do an easy. So I already
Love
got the extra.
a little bit. Where do you live?
We live in
What
Halifax.
area?
We're in
Okay.
Halifax,
So
Okay.
we like
but
4 hours away from you,
my job,
Chanel.
I
Oh
will be near
man.
London. I'll be near
I'm
London.
sure we can arrange something.
Oh no, no, no. See, I'm about to say right now, I'm gonna be in London for the next 2 days. I'll be in Essex. Uh,
So that's not too
so
bad.
I think I'll be hitting you up because you know what it is like traveling, right? For
Hmm.
myself, there's not much
Well,
food that you can eat, and so like
To
if I
eat
could
healthy.
find like eat healthy, if I could find somewhere where I can eat healthy or
do you,
get some
do you,
some
do you
good
know
food.
what? There's a big drive now. I don't know if you've noticed for vegan food. So,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
you can go Tesco's, you can go Sainsbury's, you can go, and they've got this massive drive for vegan food. They're selling all these different products now. And,
Right.
Yeah, but I have no
but,
way to cook it.
and the problem is the takeaway side, there's hardly anywhere that you could drive through and
Right.
buy good, healthy food.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's really, really difficult. I
Yeah,
mean, 98% of food today has dairy products incorporated into it.
Yeah, it does.
Even wine. Not that I drink wine, I don't drink alcohol, but a friend of mine told me that she brought some wine for Christmas
Mm-hmm.
and it has milk in it. And I was flabbergasted. I said, milk in
Wow.
wine.
Did not know that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it had milk in it, and then she just opened some crisps and she started to get conscious about what's in her food. And it says milk and cheese. And this flavored
Wow.
crisp was nothing to do with milk and cheese. And then biscuits and cake and everything's got dairy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
true. That's true.
These days you can't get away from the stuff that you trying to stay away from.
No, it's very hard to be a sort of a plant-based vegan. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're on the go all the time, where do you go to get this type of food? So
See,
that's
that's
where I
my
hope
part.
God will. Yeah, who knows? I visions could be a drive-by vegan store. You've got
All
I
right.
vegan it
Drive by I
drive-through.
vegan it.
You, you've got high-end restaurant where you can take your partner out, dress up, and eat some really good food. There's
Mm-hmm.
the possibilities are unlimitless. There's lots of
Mhm.
Right.
avenues where I vegan it could go. And I've got plans for it. But again, we've got to see where God's taken this.
Yeah, just let
We've got,
God lead you and he will.
hmm,
So I gotta
yeah.
tell my husband to hit you up when he down there in London because
You
he
don't
needs
gotta
to
tell
eat
me
healthy.
anything. I'm already
Well,
gonna
I'm
hit
going to
on.
take you at your word. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm going to hit you up. I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
hit you
hit
up. So
you up.
I'm
I
gonna,
I am going to hit you up and
so,
come get some of this
so
good
I'm
looking
gonna
food.
I'm gonna hold you to that definitely.
This barbecue style wingtips.
Oh, let me just
Tings.
we're
Wing
gonna
tings.
Tings.
ring ting.
Tings. I'm sorry,
We're looking
Yeah,
at
tings.
your
wing tings.
so Chanel have a TikTok guys that have different videos. And I'm gonna share some of 'em right now. You okay with that, Chanel?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So Chanel have some videos here. And here go one. She probably can tell you about it.
Okay, so this one was for a client that every year she orders a full course
Mm,
Christmas meals. So she
right.
has her and her daughter. So here you can see roast chicken. You've got curry mutton. Those are the fish ting fritters. And there's some wing tings in there. There's roast chick ting.
Oh,
Lots of vegetables. Those are the fritters and the gluten dumplings. And
right.
that's beef. That's Taiwanese beef stir fried noodles, the one with the noodle strips in it. And that's
Oh.
mac cheese. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of dishes in this video.
Oh wow. We need to take the iPad so the people can see this on but guys, if you want to look for Chanel on TikTok, it's called I Vegan It. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
just called I Vegan It, the name.
So here go another dish right here,
So
Chanel,
now
that you
this
want.
is this is the Aki mix special. So this is the traditional saltfish and ackee dish, but this is the I vegan it style.
Mm.
Um, so I don't think this shows the beginnings of how to make this, but then you can see the ackee. You've got with this meal, you've got two different types of rice. You've got this is the ackee in the process, and then it becomes a meal. So this is the feast meal. This is quite large, and
Okay.
this will, some people say when they have this meal, it lasts for a couple of days.
Oh wow. I can see
Yeah.
that. It looked like you packed it in. So we have a
Do you make your food from scratch or
Yeah, from scratch, absolutely from scratch, and very fresh. This is a fish dish.
just throw it
So
out
this,
at?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So how people order, they will look at the menus online. They will pick what they want, and then I will prepare that, get the ingredients in, and deliver on Fridays. So
oh
Oh,
sometimes we could have up to 30 orders per week,
okay.
and that's when you need to get support in, because that's quite a lot of dishes, especially at Christmas. It was huge. We had so much
definitely.
orders over Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's getting
So
popular.
if you order, can you order the same day or you have to order like a day or two in advance?
No, you have to order on the Wednesday, and then normally the deliveries take place on Fridays.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
so
that means you got to
everything
make
is
something
freshly
special then.
prepared. Say it again. Sorry.
So I'm not gonna be able to get anything because I'm only coming out Monday and Tuesday.
Well, I'll make a special arrangement for you. So if you tell me Thursday you're coming Monday and Tuesday, I'll have something ready for you.
All right, so next week I'll
But
do that. Next
don't tell everybody else that though. Don't tell anyone
But
I
half
did
the people,
that.
but half the people just heard you. Hey, every now and then, everybody deserves a little extra something special. It's just, I'm on the road a lot, 2 days out the week, and so I would definitely like to be able to eat healthier and have some, food that can last a day or
I
two.
think the Instagram videos kicked out again.
All right,
No, you
Yeah,
still
I
on?
just.
we're still on, but on your
Oh,
side,
on your
yeah.
end, but we're gonna keep it
Oh,
going because
okay.
yeah, it's just on your end where it's probably refreshing. But
Okay,
yeah,
all right. So as long as you can see it,
but
it's great. So yeah,
yeah.
these meal dishes that you're seeing, these are curry mutton. So that's a curry
Hmm.
mutton one. That's the roast chicken one there, as you can see. This
Right.
is curry chicken, the one before. So there was different meals again for different clients on that particular
Hmm.
video.
Right.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that looked really
And,
good.
and I think the taste needs to be, for me, flavor is key. Oh, this one's the pumpkin. This is the pumpkin salad mix. So it's got chickpeas, lots of vegetables, pumpkin, and it's a chickpea pumpkin salad. That one,
Oh.
absolutely delicious with roti.
Hmm.
So you wrap that in roti, and it's just so refreshing. It's crunchy,
Ooh,
packed
it
with
looks good.
flavor, really delicious. Got chocho in it. It's got pumpkin. It's got sweet potato. It's got long stem broccoli. there's chickpeas in there. There's
Hmm.
all sorts in there. So that one's delicious.
Yeah, that looks good.
And which one is this one now? Um, yeah, this is again a mix of
A
different
mix
types
of
of,
right.
yeah, a mix up of
You got
different types. We've
plantains?
got plantain in there.
Ah,
Yeah. We
yeah.
got okra or lady fingers, I've heard somebody call them.
Yeah.
I've not heard that before, but
I
lady
did. That's
fingers,
what I was like.
okay?
Oh, I never heard of that one.
I've never heard of that one. But I had a client that said, "Can I have some lady fingers, please?" And I said, "I don't know what lady fingers is, but I think you mean okra."
Oh, but that looks good, girl. You are good at what you do.
I credit, first of all, God, but it's my mom. She used to bring me into the kitchen when I was a little girl,
Right.
and she used to get me to watch her cook food. And my mom was the sort of person that could cook and bake.
Wow.
And she fascinated me. She used to get all of these things out of the fridge, and she would rustle up food, and it would look like a three-course meal, and it
Wow.
was delicious. Her food, she could sell her food, and that's where it began. My love for cooking began with my mom. She was a cook and a
Wow.
half.
How
Yeah,
does your
and she.
how does your family adjust it to
Your
the
lifestyle
to the
change.
eating the change of the eating?
Well,
Um,
I'm going to be
like
real with you. My daughter, she still likes her Kentucky. She still eats her chicken and chips, and she still, I will cook all this delicious food. She goes, "Oh, can I have some chips?" And I said, "Chips," but it's really weird. It's only since she turned teenager that she
Right.
started to like junk food. Before, she couldn't
Hmm.
wait to eat the sort of food that you're seeing now. So I guess
Right.
it's a phase. I guess it's mixing with kids
Right.
from school. So
Right.
yeah, they eat the food I cook at home, but she does sneak in one or two
One of
unhealthy
other
uh,
healthy things.
snacks,
Well,
should I
yeah,
say?
so in other words, like our
Snacks.
kids, because in all honesty, years ago, my son came home. He was in BI Bermuda. She was going to BI,
Yeah.
and he came home one day. I don't know if they showed a video or something. He said we can't eat red meat anymore, and we was like, "What?"
Wow,
He was like, we can't eat red meat anymore because of the blood and this and that. So Tyler's like, "Okay, we're going to join you. We're not going to eat red meat." So we stopped eating red meat years ago.
that's
I admit that I
fantastic.
still eat red meat every now and then. I do.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie and
yeah,
say I don't because I still taste it every now and then.
yeah,
But the kids, the rest of the family, they don't at all. They don't eat red
yeah,
meat at
yeah,
all. My son, the
yeah,
jokes, hey, can I have a hamburger every now and then? But
yeah.
he's joking. And then this year, my 7-year old, she was in school and she helped incubate a chicken. So they grow chickens, like they
Yeah.
not
So
grow
is
them,
that
but
put her
they
off?
watch them be
Yeah.
born. And when she held the chicken, she came home and said, "I'm not gonna eat chicken anymore. I'm not gonna eat meat
Oh,
anymore."
that's
So now my
excellent.
7-year old has gone strictly vegan. Well, vegetarian because she still have a little bit of fish.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Only
And
because
it's funny you
she's
should
she's
say
very
that.
picky, so it's hard to get everything vegan that she likes, and then she
Yeah.
eats the same thing over and over and over again.
Do you
So
know, if you, I always advise families, if they want to become vegan, do it
Mhm.
gradually. You know, sort of get rid of the, if people are fully into dairy and things like that, do it
Mhm.
gradually. I remember, I mean, we don't eat dairy products, but I remember a friend of mine's daughter said that she'd never stop drinking milk. So what her mother did was empty out the cow's milk from the cow's container. It says cow's milk, and she put soya milk or oat milk or whatever milk, coconut milk, and they didn't notice. You know,
hmm
they had their breakfast as usual. They had their tea, and it was only 6 months later she kind of said, "Look, guys, I've got something to tell you." But the moral of the story is sometimes we say we can't go vegan, but mentally, if you make a decision to change your diet gradually,
Definitely.
you're not going to even notice. In fact,
Right.
you'll probably enjoy the food more better than the one that you were addicted to, because really it's an
I
addiction.
do find some
Yeah,
of the vegan food that we eat, the plant based food that we get from the different stores, because I go different places. That sometimes the taste is so much better than just the. It's like it's already seasoned, or it's like it's hard to
yeah,
explain, but it really is a really good taste to it. Because
yeah. It's
we do eat
fresh.
vegan. Some days we just have vegan for the day,
Right.
or
Hmm.
and then some days like we'll have like we still eat chicken, me and the
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
except for the baby girl. So me and the two older kids eat chicken and fish. But
You see,
we're
chicken and fish
trying
are
to
not bad, but if you come away from it, you'll notice you're more energized. Your
hmm
Right.
sleeping patterns change. Your
Mhm.
skin changes. Your hair grows. Your whole body. It's almost like, oh, I've been waiting for this. Why didn't you give
Right.
me this before? You know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you'll see the weight come off. Your body, your muscle tissues become more toned. It really does change everything about you. That little lifestyle change in terms of diet has a massive impact on every other area of your life. Even mentally, you're mentally astute. You can think more carefully, more clearly. It has massive benefits. Even changing the seasonings, I don't cook with salt. I don't cook with sugar, and yet the
Mhm.
flavors that come out. And these are some of the drinks that I make. I make
Okay,
vegan champagne,
oh, wow.
and I make green juices and I also make fruit juices, cocktails and punch and all
Oh, wow,
sorts.
that looked
So at
delicious.
Christmas, a lot of people have ordered the rose champagne,
Right.
and so they get that. And none of it's got alcohol in it at all.
Right.
And then so this is the rose champagne. It's quite a huge bottle.
Right.
I had a request from the Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
Somebody requested the recipe, which obviously
Wow.
that's a trademark. I can't give you a recipe for the champagne.
Yeah, don't give your recipe, girl. You
Couldn't give
keep
a
that to
recipe out for that.
yourself.
next thing you know, it'll
But
be
yeah,
nationwide. You'd be like,
yeah.
what?
Next minute there'll be Jamaican champagne vegan.
Mhm.
So, so yeah. So we make
Yeah, you gotta be
cakes.
careful with
We
stuff
make
like that.
drinks. So
Wow,
it has
Chanel, this
grown.
is
It's
good.
grown into drinks, cakes, and savory dishes.
On that question, actually, so because these are all your creation,
Hmm.
can you trademark it or can you copyright it?
Yeah, yeah. It's I questioned this before. They said food is very hard to trademark.
Right.
Oh,
You can keep your recipes secret, but
right.
food is one of the areas it's very hard to trademark, because somebody could see your dish, recreate it, but add one little thing that's different, and then it's not your recipe.
That's true.
That is so
So,
true.
That's true.
food is one of the most difficult things to trademark. But no matter what, if you don't have the recipe, it will never be the same as yours.
What is that we just saw with the
That what you saw
with the
is the IVI red. That's such a trade. That's one of the special dishes. That was one of the
Right.
first dishes I created. So
Oh.
it's red noodles.
I'm trying to figure
It's
what
got
that was.
Oriental veg, and it's got the wingtings, and
Oh.
it's based in coconut soup, coconut lime
Oh,
soup.
Oh.
I don't
So
like
that's
soup.
what
I think I'm gonna try that.
it's called soup, but it's sauce. You
Okay.
know, yeah. So it's got the dressing, which is coconut lime. Then you've got the red noodles sitting on the top, and then you've got the vegetables that surround it, and you've got the wingtings and all the herbs and spices. So you can see the last dish,
Right.
and that's
Wow.
what it looks like at the end.
That looked
Oh, yeah, yeah.
delicious.
And
I
that
think I
is
know what I'm
so
ordering.
tasty.
I think I know what I'm ordering.
Yeah,
I already can tell you, right? I know what I'm ordering. I
that's
know.
probably one of my favorites. This was, and that was a potato slaw. You see the
Right,
red thing there? So that's
right.
potato slaw, and that's black potato slaw. That one.
Oh,
So these are
wow.
me experimenting. So I can make black potato slaw. So it's got crunchy vegetables,
Right,
and the potato is the white sweet potato,
right,
and then it's got black in it or red. And these are food substances that color your food, like sumac colors
right.
food red, and there's another ingredient that colors food black, and they're all plants.
Oh.
Yeah,
So now you
these
work
are
from home. So how are you able to adjust? How has it been? Because of now I want to say pandemic. With
well
everything kind of opening up again.
I have
Um,
to juggle. So that by managing the orders on Wednesdays, then I know how many food orders I have to prepare by Friday. So that helps me.
mhm.
And the rest of the week is me, managing my daughter, managing my private work, managing iVegan and the other projects that I'm doing. Somehow I juggle it. You know, my background's quite broad, but
Right.
somehow I juggle it.
Wow. You got it all together, girl.
Oh, we have somebody that just said he's heading down that road after being just diagnosed with diabetes last month, and he does
Yeah.
like to cook. So we need to see if we can
You know what,
maybe
Well,
help him
Chanel?
out.
I
He's an
was
old friend of ours too.
right. You know what, Chanel? I'm so glad that you was willing to come on and do this show with us because there's so many people need to see
mm,
this because people need to
yeah.
try to get their health back together.
It's
You
true.
know.
There is a health pandemic. I do believe that. I think westernized food is killing us slowly. I
Yeah.
think that if we can even learn just to rustle up quick, taste delicious vegan meals, it's very quick. You can make meals, get used to making them, and it's easier than meat. Meat takes ages to cook and break down, takes
Right.
ages to break down in your body too. And
Mhm.
these types of food, if you can learn how to cook them and gradually integrate these types of foods into your diet, your whole life
Right.
will change. You
Definitely.
know,
Definitely, yeah.
you know.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
go plant based with iVeganIT, and I'm just here to
Definitely.
help people to begin the journey. A
Right.
lot of people have said for the beginning of 2022, they're going to change their diets. They're going to,
Mhm.
try and cut out the meat, try and cut out the dairy,
Mhm.
use ingredients that will nourish and edify the body,
Right.
and that's what we're trying to do.
Wow, you're doing
That's
a
the
good job
potato
at it.
slaw that you saw there.
Oh yeah?
So
Okay.
the yellow one at the beginning of the video was the sweet potato slaw. I think it has crunchy vegetables incorporated in that one. So the
Right.
yellow. And these are the wingting dishes, and this is the black noodle. So you saw the red noodle, the
Right.
IVI red.
Mhm.
That's called the IVI black, and IVI just means I vegan it.
Right,
So
right.
it's an acronym IVI.
And for those on the podcast and on the radio that be listening, the food looks very delicious.
Right. Y'all need to
Very soon we will be getting her details so that she can tell us how you can get in touch with us and we can see if we can support her in her business and give her some more work to do.
keep
Hopefully not stress hopefully not
keep you
stress her out.
busy.
Hopefully not stress her out too much, but definitely give us
Yeah.
some work to do some plates because there's definitely a lot of people in London and definitely I'm sure that a lot of people would definitely like to get. I know I would if I lived in London. I'll come get this food almost every week.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Well,
definitely,
I do have a couple of clients that have weekly meal plans. So they
Mhm.
have one particular client has two meals prepared for her a day,
Oh,
and she
wow.
eats
so,
it
so you
every
actually
day.
would do that. So you actually would you would actually make
Yeah, well, I
meals for the
prepare
whole
the
week,
food. She
right?
freezes it, so I prepare the food for the week. And then when the
Right.
week's done, she'll order her food again.
Oh.
Wow, that's not a bad. I mean, because if it's being vegan, if you freeze it, you can
Yeah,
cook it, you can
you
heat it
can
up.
freeze it and you can heat it and you can eat it. Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I was saying too. That's why I will be making an order because when I come for a couple of days, I can't freeze it, but in a day it
Yeah.
won't go bad. So I'll eat one meal one day, and then the next day have my meal for the second day.
Yeah. You can
So
definitely do that.
that's already my plan to do. Is to do it that
Okay.
way because I don't like to
I
use.
hope
I don't
everybody's
like to
hearing
use.
this because if they invite me again, I will give you a follow up
Oh no,
and
no,
I'll
no!
let
I
you
will
know if
invite you
they
in
kept
again
their
and tell
word.
you. Listen, we'll have you back on, even if it's for a moment, just so I could tell you how well it tastes and what I've been doing. Because I honestly want to eat healthier because it's one of
Yeah.
the things I hate more than anything is just trying to find somewhere good to eat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm
It's
tired. I
really
don't want to
difficult.
McDonald's or KFC or Domino's. I don't want to go those places, but it's hard to find somewhere to eat
Yeah.
that's
Well,
healthy. So,
watch this space. We do have plans
Right.
for. We are planning an event. I've got somebody event managing and organizing it now. That we're going to have an event coming up in the summer.
Oh,
It'll
cool.
be a black tie um, type of event, and we're going to be showcasing some of the IVI foods. So the IVI
oh,
will be the catering, and we'll be showcasing it. So just to let you guys know, give you the heads up that that's
Mm-hmm.
what we're planning, and we do want to have sort of a bigger range where people can access the food more
Right.
easily. So the plan is to help people. Well, the plan is to grow
Right.
and hopefully give everybody the opportunity to have access to the food. So first of all, we're going to have an event coming up, and then
Right.
we'll see what comes out of that.
all right.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
please let us know so we can
Definitely.
Support.
support and tell people about it, remind them about it, because people have short memories around here.
Yeah, it's
And
because of the
Chanel,
food that they're eating.
if you could tell everyone, I know you got a YouTube page and YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. But you do have a YouTube channel called I Vegan It as well, right? Chanel
yes,
Diaz I
yeah.
Vegan It.
Yeah,
And of
Shantelle
course,
Diaz
mm-hmm,
IVeganIT on YouTube. On
mm-hmm.
there, I would admit, when we started on the YouTube channel, it was fish only. So you'll find all the fish recipes on there for people
Okay.
that are pescatarians. And
Right.
then later on, you'll see the videos of a couple of iVeganIT foods. But
Okay.
on the Insta page and TikTok, it's 100% plant.
Wow.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
we got you put
Yeah,
the
I got her. I got all of your information showing on the screen, Chanel.
all right.
Hmm.
Um, I got your IG on there.
I love Tara to bits, but I also I realize I have a couple of names going on there. I have Chantel, I have Chanel.
All right. I'm so okay. I'm sorry.
No,
Could you
it's
correct
fine.
me? Could you correct me, please?
No, it's fine. It's Shan and Tell.
Chantel.
Yeah.
I think what I did, Chantel, I had I had put I,
Chanel inside your mind. I know you
yes,
have.
I did, and I went with it. I'm so sorry.
And see, that's why I
No,
didn't
no,
even call you
no.
by your name because I knew I was gonna mess it up.
But you can say Shan. You can say Shan. It's much more easier.
Okay,
Okay, Chantel.
okay.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Chantel. Cool.
Yeah. You said it right.
Now I
Ah,
saw
cool.
this drink right here. Could you tell us what's in this right
Yeah,
here?
well, this is an immune booster.
Okay.
We've had COVID, we've had vaccinations. There's rumors that, our immune system has decreased
Mm-hmm.
because of all of these viruses. And so this is immune vista. It's got a star anise and some other immune building goodies. And
Right.
there's a list of all the stuff that's in there. And if you have this once a week, it's got, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, there's fruits, there's star anise, there's sumac, there's all sorts in there. And that just strengthens and supports your immune system.
Right. Oh, and that's what
There's
people
dates
need.
in there, yeah, there's lots. So you can order that as well.
Okay.
It's very delicious, it's thick, it's good for you. And so
What is
that,
that? What is that thing on top of it? It was like a brown, like a
I think
blue.
it was dates.
Oh, that's a date. Okay.
Yeah. And I
See,
mean,
that
that's
shows I don't
optional
eat
because
healthy.
not
I don't even know
everybody
what that is.
likes.
That's a date. Yeah. It shows I don't eat healthy. I don't even know that. I'm like, what is that on top? Like, what? Oh, okay, that's a date. Okay,
Oh, wow.
gotcha.
And it's got
That does
echinacea in
look great.
there. These are the root vegetables that I use. So
Right.
yeah, it's just it has grown. Because when I think about how much dishes that has been made over the years, I'm
Mm-hmm.
amazed. I look back and think, wow, have we made all of those dishes?
Yes, you did.
So it's quite a lot. So God's been
Oh, so
good.
you make a mac and cheese too? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
delicious, and you will never know it's not got cheese in it. Trust me.
Wow.
Wow,
So do you have a garden at home?
I have a huge garden at home,
Oh,
and yeah,
that's a good question. I never even
wow.
thought of that.
Yeah, plant all your herbs and spices, and you
Oh.
can grow your own food. But I haven't done that, shamefully. I need to
Ah.
make that as part of my plan.
Oh, you're saying you have the garden, but you don't utilize it, is
Yeah,
what you.
I haven't utilized it to grow food. It's something that's on my agenda.
It'll be kind of hard in the UK because of the weather change and everything, wouldn't it? Well, I guess with herbs and
You
stuff.
need a greenhouse, I think. I think if
Yeah,
you had a greenhouse, it would work.
right.
But if you do it in the garden just by itself, it'd be difficult.
Yeah, because like yesterday, the wind was whipping and it could just totally destroy the whole
Destroy.
plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It's hard to do a garden in the UK just because of the way the weather changes so fast.
Now
But
this
yeah,
one is this one cleared my throat. This one's um this is ladyfingers or okra,
Uh-huh.
but it's roasted or grilled.
Oh, it looked good.
And not a lot of people grill their okra. So I
Right?
put some chili lemon seasoning on this and I grilled
Mhm.
it crispy. It was
Mhm.
just an idea, and a lot of people said, "Wow, I've always boiled my okra. I've never done this before," and
I know I never seen it like this before. This looked
hmm
and
good.
it's really tasty.
Looked like little
Really.
fries,
I'll take your
was it?
word for it.
It's no, it's delicious. Trust me.
No, it's not
You
that.
try,
It's not that. No, no. I believe you that it's delicious. I'm not saying it looks disgusting. It looks very, very tasty. It's just
but
something when you grow up as a kid, your
yeah,
parents
I
feed
know.
you things. You
But
just
that's
like, oh,
crispy. It's crispy and it's dry. It's not
that and
sticky and it's not
rutabagas.
slimy.
Have you ever heard of rutabagas?
No.
Yeah, rutabagas like full of iron and zinc, and they taste they smell when you cook them. And my father used to make those things all the time. So okra and rutabagas is two of the things I'm just like, I don't know.
No, no.
I have nothing against you because it looks very delicious. I'm just saying for myself personally,
You're
like,
not having it. I also
mm,
make pizzas. So this
Oh, I
is
was
a
looking
pizza
at
in the
that.
I see.
making.
Mhm. Oh, wow.
Okay, got mushrooms and spinach. Am I saying that right? Is that right?
Yeah, mushroom spinach. This is
What's the yellow? They
that's
look like
corn,
flowers. Corn. Okay.
corn.
Okay. Wow, it looks
Wow.
very, very delicious. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh yeah.
So there's lots of there's lots and lots of dishes that you
Uh,
can have that covers your taste.
right.
Mhm. So then, how can again? You said you have the bottom, but it looks like pretty much all your TikTok, Instagram, and
Does she have a Twitter as well?
Twitter is all pretty much starts with iVeganIT. So if anybody goes to any of those platforms and put in iVeganIT, they most likely will come up to your page,
Yeah, yeah. So
right? Because it
if
seems
they
like
put
all
I
everything, right? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
So you can just go into TikTok and type in iVeganIt, Instagram iVeganIt, Facebook and Twitter. It's actually called iVeganIt.
Okay.
And
And they can contact you that way through the different
you can DM me. There's also a dedicated number if you want to phone and talk about anything. If you've got health dietaries or allergies, or you want help with recipes, or you want to make an order. So
what's
you
your
can do
dedicated
that.
number in case somebody that can't get on, because not everybody's, believe it or not, everybody does social media. So there's some people
Okay.
that don't do social media. So if you have that direct number, I think that would be good to put it over, especially
Okay.
because we do
Let
have
me.
some people that, believe it or not, do not use social media that well.
Yeah, you're right. Let me just get that number
We
now.
want to make sure
So
we get this out there for people.
okay. So if you want to make any orders, you can WhatsApp or text or call 07943 050344. So that's 07943 050344.
Say that one more time because my wife is typing it in.
0793.
Uh
So
huh.
it's 07943
Uh huh.
050344.
Okay,
All right,
got it.
cool. She's putting it
Yeah,
on the bottom
no
part, so
problem.
that's why I want to make sure she puts it in right. There you go.
No problem.
Wow. Yeah, Kevin, I know
So,
okra is good. I know. I didn't say it was bad. I just said I had it so much as a kid, I didn't want to eat it anymore.
fair
There's
enough.
just some things in life that I'm just like, I'm not touching it no more. My father just
and
destroyed it
and
for
the
me.
well, you know what? You have to try it again grilled.
Right.
Definitely, it might convert you. But
Mhm.
I get what you're saying because I've got a friend that doesn't eat onions.
Wow.
Onions, he had a bad experience with worms, and it was
Oh, wow.
associated with onions, and No matter what you do, he's not going to put onions or eat onions in his food. So yeah, I get it.
Wow.
Okay. See, I'm not going crazy then. See,
You're not the only one.
I'm not the only one out there. There's somebody else that feels my
No,
pain.
no,
Wow, cool. So that. Oh, actually, so you didn't go to school for this. You actually, this is just all your
no.
own
I have not
creation.
been trained professionally to cook. I have
No,
not
no, you don't have to be
been.
trained to be a good cook. Now, I'm just asking. So you actually just on your own just start tinkering, like you said, and just doing these
Just
things
on
on your
my own. I think it started from childhood, so I could cook always, but I
Mhm.
never knew that I could design food or even cook vegan foods like this. This
Wow.
definitely is a gift that I did not know I had. And it was
Wow.
because of the lockdown and because I was diagnosed with diabetes that this evolved. This would not have happened if I didn't get sick or if we didn't
Wow.
have the lockdown.
So
Sometimes you don't know what you have in you until something
Yeah,
happens, you know?
I had
here's a
no
question:
idea,
people
no
that have
idea that
contacted that have illnesses, have they contacted you back and said that their illness has recessed or that it's helped them?
I've had some feedback from some people that said that their diabetes has gone down and they're no longer on insulin. I've had
Cool,
people that
Wow.
have said that they've come off their medication because of the diet change.
cool,
I've had testimonies of people who said that their skin conditions completely healed up. You know, again, I've had people that said that they don't take high blood pressure tablets no more. So those are the few
Wow.
of the testimonies that I've had. I don't know if it's all contributed to IV vegan its food. Again,
Right.
exercise and drinking water is really
Definitely.
key. You can
Mhm.
eat all this good food and not exercise and still become ill. So
Right.
exercise is actually number one,
Right.
I
and
hate
then
exercise.
number two is food.
I hate exercising. I do. I don't even gonna lie.
You
I
gotta
just
do
feel
it,
like I'm
even
so
if it's
alone and
walking.
boring. I'm just like, I'll do walk. I will walk. I
Yeah,
will walk.
if
I will
you
park the
walk and
car
you
a
can
couple blocks
jog a
away.
little bit,
Yeah.
Right.
I
yeah,
will walk. I will park the car a couple blocks away and walk. The other day I walked a mile. Then I walked half a
Mhm.
mile to the place and walked half a mile back. So
Right.
I do walk. But as for like
yeah,
exercising now, I'm not the best at that. So I guess there's some things I have to work on.
yeah.
Wow.
It's
Mm.
exercise is so important. I mean, would you believe that if you completely change your diet and ate 100% plant-based, drank water, went to
Right.
bed early, and did no exercise, you still can become very ill.
Mm.
So exercise, even
Wow.
if it's hoovering and polishing and moving, you have to move. Your body needs
Your body needs
exercise.
it.
It's
Gotcha.
really
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
I may
Wow.
And
need
so
to
this is the
need to work.
famous carrot cake.
Yeah, that you made for somebody's birthday.
Yeah, a couple of clients wanted this type of cake for their
Wow.
birthday, so there's different clients there. And now we've evolved. We do chocolate cake, we do lemon cake, and we do orange cake.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay,
So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
it's
Chocolate.
evolved now.
Ooh.
That's my ooh, yeah, chocolate. We're definitely gonna have to
Ooh.
link up and get together.
Wow,
You know,
Chanel. I
yeah,
mean,
definitely.
if you
Does your family help you with your cooking, or do you do it all by yourself?
No, not really, not at all. And I think, as women, we like to be in the kitchen by ourselves. But I do
Mhm.
get support from helpers when we get
Mhm.
over 30 orders. So that's when
Mm.
I get my helpers in and they will
Right.
do the prepping. Because there's the packaging, and then, you have to work out the deliveries as well, the routes. So
Right.
that's when we get, delivery people in.
So your daughter doesn't want to help you because you said you was in there with your mother,
Well,
so that's why I asked that question.
no, she's teenager now. No, no, not at
So
all.
you
She's
know how the
studying
teenagers
anyway.
are.
Yeah, one's at uni and one's just into her teenager thing. So yeah,
You have
Right.
a child in
yeah,
uni?
yeah, I do.
Oh wow,
Mm.
okay.
You can't tell
Yeah,
by
Can't
looking at
tell.
you,
Can't look at. I'm
girl.
gonna be honest. I didn't know. I didn't. For some reason, I assumed you had younger kids. I didn't realize you had a kid in uni.
yeah. She's 19, going on 30.
You see how being a vegan helps
Oh,
Chantel.
whatever. Be
You see, you see,
quiet.
she looks beautiful, honey.
Oh,
I
thank
still think
you,
I have a
honey.
27-year-old and a 24-year-old, but wow,
Oh
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I have a 27 and a 24-year-old. Two
Wow.
boys.
See, I would have never thought that. See?
And people they
You're
don't ever
doing
look at
something
that and
right
say,
there.
yeah, they always be like, what? Yeah, I go 48 actually in a month.
Wow.
Wow, wow,
My
looking good.
second
Now you see, if you start eating vegan food and getting right, you can say that you're 20, and people say, "Wow."
I know, right?
yeah, I'm 20 with a 27-year-old. They're gonna be like, how did you make that happen? But
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, I
wow.
would not. That totally shocked me when you said that because I honestly in my head thought you had younger kids. I don't know why I thought you had younger kids.
No, well, thank you so much for the compliment, but that's just,
Maybe it's
I
on the
don't know.
pictures, like she said, looking at the pictures. I
And
just
in
yeah.
person, you seen her in person? Look, listen, she's beautiful.
I may have seen it in person, but I
He
don't
he
remember.
don't remember because it was when I came and sang it. I met you at Peckham Church,
Yeah, you did. Was
and
was was you there as well? Was your husband there as
yeah,
well?
he was there, but
Yeah.
he was there with the
See,
kids.
that's the thing, right? When I'm out with my wife,
Ah,
I don't. What's the word? I just be dealing with the kids, like especially if she's singing. So I don't pay
ah.
attention to anything else in my unless it's like in my view. I don't like look. I'm not like scanning the whole church. In other
Yeah,
words,
yeah.
I'm
No,
just
I
not that
was
type
kind
of
of
guy.
sitting in
Like,
the corner. In fact, I was sitting behind you, wasn't I, Tara? I was
Yeah,
sitting behind
yeah,
you.
you was.
Yeah,
oh, see, I don't even remember that
I remember
because
that.
Tyler be like, "Yeah, she was at Peckham." I'm like, "Where? I don't remember her in
yeah.
Peckham." So yeah, she goes to show. I really don't be paying attention.
We definitely got to have you back on at some point.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. But I'd have new recipes by then, new
Oh,
dishes to
definitely
showcase.
And you have a new customer,
Hopefully,
so I could tell you, I could be
a witness.
a
a witness.
witness. Hopefully, you both
Yes.
tasted my dishes by then, and also you'll be attending the event, no doubt.
Oh,
Yeah,
hopefully,
please let
yes.
us know
Please let
because
us
we
know.
really want
Yeah,
to
We
come.
definitely will
you
be
And you
there.
know
know.
what, guys? It's always good to support. I wanted to support you because I see everything you're doing. I see all of the dishes and the pictures and the videos that you put up. And a lot of people sometimes don't want to support the people that's right there around them. And I was
Yeah,
like, you know
true.
what? We just started, and I know you've been in yours for a little bit longer now. And I was like, you know what? Because we want to do something different this year. I wanted to have you on, and I thought about you, and that's why we here today. Because I was like,
Oh,
somebody needs to see this.
All right,
well,
definitely.
that's beautiful.
Because honestly, I never knew this because I don't be on
Thank you
social
so
media like
much.
that.
Hmm.
So
I feel
I'm
so
glad you
blessed
got
because
me onto this.
it's
You
also,
look
I didn't know this either. This is
right,
all new. This is almost a pleasant surprise. This whole
right,
thing that
right.
began.
Hmm.
So it's just a pleasure to be part of your podcast.
Right.
What you're doing is beautiful, and it's given me
Thank
an
you.
opportunity to be part of it as well. So yeah, I'd love to come back. I have to come back so I can tell everybody if your husband bought the food and if he hit me up, and so that
Yeah,
testimony is
Don't worry.
definitely something we need to hear.
yeah,
I'll be one of your
definitely.
testimonies when you get your website up and
Okay,
you put
okay,
me down
deal.
as one of your testimony. I'm definitely gonna hit you up. You think I'm lying?
Okay, that's a
Tyler
deal.
tell you. I listen. I drove an hour and a half in London to go to Wendy's. If I could do an hour and a half, oh, it was 2 hours. No, 2 hours to go to Wendy's. When they opened
Well,
up the
if you
Wendy's
can
store,
eat Wendy's food, then yeah, I say no more. I
that
say no more.
no. It's not what I'm saying is that I'm committed. If I say I'm gonna do something, I will do it. If I have to come to
Okay.
London to get your food, I'll drive into London because I'm one of those types that driving doesn't bother me. So I will
Hmm.
drive
Okay.
to come get some food,
Okay.
especially if I'm down in the area. I would definitely come down and get some food. I would definitely be a customer. So
Yeah,
I
Okay.
definitely, I already got a list in my head of
Okay.
what I'm gonna order.
Tara, did you hear that?
I hear him.
I already
You
got a
heard
So
it?
list.
we
Okay.
got witnesses, Chantel.
We
So
we
eh,
definitely have
don't
witnesses.
worry about it. We got
Okay.
and for
Cool.
me too. And when you get your website up, please let
You
us
get your
know
own
so we can
food.
Yeah, definitely will. That's in the planning.
right, so we can help
We're
promote it
also
for you.
working on an ebook.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's coming out shortly. So yeah,
Okay.
so we got a couple of new things happening and some, surprises. So
Real
Right.
quick,
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry. You said something earlier that I just realized I meant to touch on. You said that people can go, so they could go. You have a website that they could go on, and they can order it so that you see it, or how do they order? Because maybe I missed you. I'm sorry on that part.
okay, so you go on Instagram, you can DM me.
Gotcha.
I'll
Okay,
send
you do it
you.
through the Instagram. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So then
that's
I
why you put
send you.
the names with the food.
Yeah. So then I'll send
Okay.
the menu, then you can select from the menu.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll show you a couple of pictures of what they look like, and then I'll send you, once you've made your order, you get a invoice, you
Right.
prepay, and then you get your food on a few days
All right.
after
Oh,
the
And you
order.
accept
Yeah.
you accept everything from like debit, credit cards, PayPal,
Yeah, you can pay on PayPal, credit, debit card. Yeah.
Cash App, or you no? Did you hear me?
I think she got a thing.
Hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
hear you. Yeah.
Cash
Yeah,
App or
sorry,
just
lost
I would say
connection
Cash
there.
App or PayPal.
Somebody want to know how long do it take to get your food to the States? His name is Calvin.
That's my boy right there. What's up, Calvin?
Okay, Kevin, you're gonna have to send a private jet or something.
Calvin need to come over here and give us a little visit so he can
Yeah, or you got to come over
see
here
about
and
right.
definitely.
Yeah.
I may have something in the works, Kevin. I'll hit you up and talk to you.
Yeah. Shantelle, did we have you on too long now, huh? We got the
Yes,
we got
we
the
want to
lit.
just say thank you so much again for telling us about your story, about how you got started. It's amazing how
Thank you so
how
much.
the pandemic really got everything started. That's how we got started,
Right.
by just saying,
Wow.
well, let's do the podcast for fun,
Right.
and let's just see. And then it just morphed and morphed, and more people said, I
Wow.
mean, and it's like, and what you're doing here too, like with your food, like you may not think people are paying attention, but one thing we learned, that people are always paying attention. They may not
Mm-hmm.
say nothing,
Right.
but people are paying
Mhm.
attention,
Right.
and they will support you. But hopefully we get some more people to support you now that maybe
Right.
not knew
That's
that you were out
beautiful.
Right.
there. And
Thank you so
we
much.
just want to say
You're
Thank you for
bless
welcome,
so
having
much.
me.
Chantel. I keep calling your name wrong. I'm gonna do
I
better.
don't mind. Go
Chantel,
ahead. It doesn't
I'm gonna do
matter.
better,
what
Chantel.
you
I
said
keep
Chantella?
for some reason I got Chanel in my head.
Chanel
Okay,
is no C.
I know it's not, but I said Chantel. I got it. I got it.
What,
I
what is
don't mind.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna get it right, Chantel. But thank you
Chantel?
so
Sure.
much for joining us.
No, it's been a pleasure, honestly, and I look forward to coming back again and
Oh
tell
my
Definitely.
you,
God.
and updating you guys what's happening with the iVeganIT story. And
Okay.
yeah, thank you so much, both of you.
What
Thank
Mm,
you.
what we already know we'll do right before you do the black tie event, so that you can
Definitely.
promote that some more and stuff, and we can get that out there.
Sure.
And get all
Sure.
the, then by then you have
Def-
the information, and if people want to like come or whatever, so we
yeah,
definitely back on for that. And by then I will have some food, and I could tell you, and then we can.
definitely, definitely. So again, I'll send you the information about any events that we're having. We can let people know. Obviously,
Okay.
you'll both be coming, and yeah, I look forward to it.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank you
Chantel.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless.
God
God
Thanks for
bless.
bless.
having
Have a good
me.
evening. Have a good
Bye.
Bye
week.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. So we
Wow.
just want to say, yeah, we want to support is iVeganIT, I
Mm-hmm.
vegan it
That's
it.
right.
Can't misspell that.
Mm-mm.
All different platforms, all different aspects,
That's right.
and we just want to say thank you guys for joining us. We're trying something new this year. We're gonna have a lot of small. I'm not gonna say small business. We're gonna have a lot of business owners and people
Mm-hmm.
that are trying to do their own, thing, that have started businesses and stuff
Right.
for ourselves and for people. And we just think that we should support folks out there trying to better themselves and better the world.
Right.
So we want to thank you again for joining us on the Goddess Podcast, Real and Raw.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And we will see you next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Same place, same time.
Have a great week. This is Pedro.
This is Tara. And
And well,
blessings.
and blessings. Peace.